just tried to call him back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. All new episode,
I tell you.
99th
Yes, sir.
episode. Run and Tell That podcast. How's everybody week?
Hey, this
Living.
JP. I'm back in the house with the boys. My week was very busy. But it was still a good week. I'm just glad to be back in the number with the boys. I tell you that. I'm only able to be here every other week. But I'm glad to be back with the boys.
I mean, I've
I'm
had a
glad
week.
to have you back.
Yeah, man.
Thank you,
Oh,
brother.
you know that. Again, it don't feel quite right without JP in the mix because again, he family, he's a brother, and we love him. But again, I've had a week. Grateful. I mean, like people don't understand how important it is or how a man's supposed to feel when he go to work.
Yes, sir.
But at the end of the day, like I said, I know how good I feel to be back with the brothers. Again, I thank God I got through another week.
Yes.
I've took some hits. I've dodged some hits. I've thrown some blows. But at the end of the day,
Yep.
still standing, still got a job, still got my brothers.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? I don't want the Philadelphia Eagles to feel like they're the only one with the tush push. It's a
Oh
bunch of
wow.
tush and a bunch of push
Yeah.
going on around here. That's all I got to say. And my week was good.
All right.
Interesting.
Bro, how was your week?
It was good. I feel like decisions need to be made.
You don't have to smoke.
All right.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna make them
No. You don't want to.
by the end of the
All
night.
right. Okay. Um, well, y'all, I say this every week. My week does not end until Tuesday night. So, but it's been pretty good so far. Can't complain. Um, yeah, great week so far. But tonight's episode, like I said, is the 99th episode. Basically, like I said, the calm before the storm. Before we go into this next episode in probably about an hour or so, um, the 100th episode. Who would have thought that we've made it this far? A lot of podcasts, your first podcast, most time they say it's not as successful, doesn't last long. But to say we made it, uh, you know, 100 episodes, most podcasts can't say that. So,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
and I want to say, I want to appreciate all of y'all, coming from a
Appreciate.
bad podcast, going to a great podcast, because I consider this to be a great podcast. So, I appreciate
Well,
y'all.
we appreciate you, brother.
So, yeah. But we had some funny
I
moments.
gotta I gotta be honest. Again, podcasting was very, very new to me. To think that we'd be on episode 99 and
Yeah.
100, that's astonishing all by itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and we've spoke about a lot of things. Rob was saying just a little while ago, he just had an opportunity to kind of listen to some of our old podcasts, the
Yes.
first ones, and he just enjoyed himself.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, you got to imagine where our thoughts in our heads was when we were doing these podcasts. We were sharing personal thoughts, of course, not to offend anyone. Again, we encourage our listeners to again give us topics because again, at our age now, our trying to be well rounded, nothing was off limits,
Mm-hmm.
and we were able to just share. And like I said again, we wouldn't have been able to do episode 99 or 100 without all those that listened along the way,
Yes.
all those that called in, cared enough to call in
Uh-huh.
along the way. So again, like I said, I don't think a podcast means anything unless somebody was out there listening.
Yes, sir.
Someone out there cared enough to go ahead and call to share a thought, an opinion, and we were open to be disagreed with.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we're just very grateful. Again, if anything, when you hear Run and Tell It, like I said, just understand that again, we're some of the most humble guys out there. We work every day just like everybody else. Ro got, a special thing that he brings to the table. Rod brings special to the table. We all got something we bring to this Run and Tell It podcast. So, like I said again, we're just simply grateful and we're humbled for you guys just turning us on and letting us in. Because again, Sure enough, he could have been doing something else.
Hey, I say amen on that there.
And we also have to thank the listeners outside of stereo because um they the ones that also they keep things, keep things going. People that listen on the people that go to the website, that listen on the website, the people that listen on YouTube and all the other platforms that we're on. We want to thank them also, and we also want to thank the haters because we have
Oh
them.
yeah,
We want to
Listening.
thank them too.
yeah,
We want to thank them too
definitely.
because without them, you know what I'm saying? Those are numbers that we wouldn't have,
Hmm.
especially the ones that listen to see if we're talking about them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
just know we're
yes,
not, but we can, but we don't.
no,
So yeah,
exactly.
just want to
And
put that out.
I can say, my brothers, with this brotherhood, we're strong. We love each other, and regardless of what anyone has said, we have never left mad at each other or mad at the listener because we, as we say, we're here to learn. We're here
Uh,
to receive
yeah.
their others' opinions without getting mad.
So and the thing about it too, we might disagree. That's the whole thing about it. I mean, when you won't have a podcast if you agree. Think about it. So,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
disagreeing and then understanding the other person's point of view is the most important thing.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people just want you to agree with them. You know what I'm saying? And you just can't agree if
No.
if your discerning spirit telling you not to agree with something that somebody's saying. Hey, look, do your check, do your fact check, and all this stuff like that. Fact check, and try to figure it out. But we do have some people that done been around. We got JP, who done been to Melaton Island. We got uh,
What?
Dell, who already went to the Filipinos, and we got Roe, who already been to Kansas, and we got Gerard, who already been to Dickville. I mean, Pussy,ville. I mean, God dang, sorry.
No.
And
Oh
we
my
got
God.
P-Man, who just
99 episodes and nothing changes.
yeah.
99
Yeah.
still the
Well, I'm just
same.
playing. I'm just still joking,
Mm.
but we got a cool group of people
Yes, sir,
here.
my brother.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
And I appreciate you guys. Now back to what we supposed to be talking about tonight.
On the first one,
Um.
on the 99, we just running and
Calm
gunning
before the
99.
storm.
100 gonna be the one we
Well,
get
I
deep.
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
well, P Diddy should have thought about the calm before the storm. He's sitting there booking the thing when he know he can't sit there and book anything without people finding out. Yo, look, you don't book a event and you still in jail.
P Diddy is a storm, though. G. He ain't the calm
The
before
the
the
the,
storm.
Yeah,
the, the
He
thing
that,
is a
yeah,
storm.
the
eh,
thing is with P Diddy, I don't think he looked at the possible consequences. I think at one point in time he
he was
thought he
looking
was
at,
untouchable.
but he was looking at his lawyers to get him out.
Yep.
So the lawyers, what they were saying, they were guaranteeing him. They were telling him while he was behind bars. He had look. Let me tell you this now, and this might be funny for most. You gotta remember, you ain't got no Ben Jane, you ain't got no what you call it, all for men. Now your true look starting to look. Your gray beard, your gray
Hmm.
hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You looking tired in
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that he can honestly tell him, I need out. And they
Yeah.
said, man, we promise you all that money that you don't give us, we gonna get you out. So what he did is the unexpected. Somebody said, hey, you got a speaking engagement. I'll be there.
Hmm.
No, you're not. Not
Hmm.
not not with not with the federal judge. Not not with the red dot. I mean, not the red dot. Look,
Yeah.
I'm not racist, but not with that judge.
Hmm.
That judge is not. He wasn't. He. Look, you gotta tell. That's the kind of judge that
You can't buy. You can't buy.
you can't buy. You can't bribe him. He. Look, he's there to do his job.
Hmm.
Now, the question is, did he have kids that love P Diddy?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That sat there and said, Dad, you know he wrong.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that got to factor in.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I don't think he counted the cost.
Hmm.
I don't think he might have been very mindful, like I said, that he is a celebrity. But again, I'm still thinking he thought or he assumed that he was untouchable.
He did.
Yeah.
And like I said, he done some things and he confessed and admitted to some things.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, the people spoke.
Yeah.
We're not having it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
now again, I don't know if some
But,
power.
and not to cut you off, but
Go ahead.
brother, the only thing about a man act, the man act, from what I read, is that when you in the man act and all this stuff like that, you had to transport prostituting from different states. He did not transport prostitution from different states.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Now,
But
I'm just saying, no. If
he's
y'all read
being
up on,
held accountable for
but
that.
he's being held accountable for the fact that it was some raunchiness going on. The judge had to see that, and the judge was like, every Saturday he got to put that stuff on his forehead. You got to put the forehead. He got to put the red stuff on his forehead because he's sitting there. And
Oh wow.
you got to remember now. That's not. Look, trust me. I'm not talking about nobody religion when you
Hmm.
practice Buddha. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm not. Never said that.
Hmm.
Never said the judge doing it.
Hmm.
But if you look at him, for one thing, he cross-eyed,
Gee, man can't help it if he's cross-eyed.
Jeez.
and his eyes only get straight when you look at P Diddy.
Okay.
He was trying to figure out, like, this is a monster.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So going back to the fact of this, the only thing I had to say is that I hate it for P Diddy because he was thinking that he was going to have this speaking engagement, just like when he thought when Quito, when some of the stuff they done plan a Hampton party.
Yeah.
And guess what? No,
Hmm.
he ain't going home,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't care how much
Yeah.
money you got. So I'm just saying that judge was not for him
Yeah. Hmm.
for anything that they try to do for him, if
Hmm.
that makes sense. You got me?
P Diddy has always gotten what he wanted, and that's why he thinks like
Get
that.
get the mic, buddy.
Oh,
They can't hear you.
all I was saying was P Diddy has always gotten what he wanted, and because of that, that's just my way of thinking.
Yeah,
He's no one. They was too afraid to tell him no. He had plenty of money, one of the richest men in the world,
yeah.
and when you got that much money, you get what you want when you want it, how you want it.
So my question, J. Rod, you because when you were reading and telling us that, is he still gonna be held in Brooklyn? Are they gonna
No, they're gonna transport him.
transport him?
I'm
So
thinking.
it's
They
gonna be a
probably,
little
but they
different.
didn't. They probably, but they didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Everything was coming in like um, it was just coming in like at that time. Like so, it was like at first they said he got the 4 years, 2 months, and then they said that after that it was like maybe like 20 minutes later. That's when they said they're gonna credit the time that he already has in jail. So, but they ain't say if he was gonna be where he's gonna be moved to. But
Yeah.
he's probably more than likely he will be.
Well, you know what? I think that for him, and I'm not. I mean, because we all done did something that we ain't got away with. He probably didn't get
Yeah.
caught on. You know what I'm saying? But for him to be the monster that most people say that he is, he need to serve that time, go ahead and come out a better man and all this stuff like that. He's still worth millions.
Hmm.
From what I was told is that, and from what I was read is that his twin daughters already signed some kind of contract that they gonna be doing. They ain't going to school. That they gonna be doing their modeling thing. They got some clothing lined up. They got some other stuff. So he already got them on that route. You know what I mean? So I mean, only thing. I mean, by the time he come home, they'll be 22. um, all his kids still be, hopefully healthy and all that stuff like that. His baby daughter, Love, so what, 5, 6 years old? You know what I mean? So I mean, like, just go ahead and suck it up as a man. You don't spend 14 month in jail. Now, I never spent 14 months in jail.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, you know what I mean? For me to actually say, go ahead and suck it up,
Well,
been
that's
there for
all you
four.
can do.
He already
When
been
you're
there
there,
for 14 months.
that's all you can do there.
And I
Go
heard
suck it up.
nobody, said that somebody tried to beat him up. I heard that most people were saying that, man, they listen to him. He motivate them and he talk the good talk and all that stuff
That's a
like that.
kingpin in there, G.
Yeah. So I mean,
But
like,
they put their hands on him.
yeah. So at,
Family and they did.
yeah. So at the end of the day, the only person I'm disappointed in, I gotta say this before we move on, is 50 Cent. Why would 50 Cent go on there and say that if he let 50 P Diddy out, blah blah blah. 50 Cent needs to stop, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that at the end of
Hmm.
the day, man, mocking somebody and all this stuff like that is funny in a way, but when it comes time for your time and all this stuff like that, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
How the way he been treating P Diddy, he got this document. He trying to do all this kind of stuff, and then he's sitting there saying he want to send a letter to the judge and saying this man is a monster. Be careful for what you ask for, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be mindful. And I'm not going to start preaching, but at
Please
the
don't.
end of the day,
It
we're
ain't Sunday.
okay.
It ain't Sunday. No, no, no.
But
If
again,
you start preaching and I stand up, and
I
I'm
mean,
shouting.
I,
If I
I
start
I
shouting,
I have heard that he that is without sin
cast
cast
the
the
first
first stone.
stone.
Mm-hmm.
P Diddy. I mean, again, and again, you got to be mindful that nobody can judge him. Like I said again, 50 Cent. Nobody know what skeleton he got in his closet.
But he need to stop that though. That's what I'm telling
Public,
you.
no,
I mean,
it
like,
doesn't
I mean,
publicly.
But y'all
it's
know that.
it's
But y'all know 50 is the ultimate troll. That's what he does. He trolls everybody. He doesn't care. Like literally at a Ja Rule concert, he bought so many tickets so people wouldn't buy tickets, so it can be empty seats. He's a troll. That's what he does. He's the ultimate troll. We all know this. We all know this. He does not care.
Good point. Good point. Dale, any more
Is it
thoughts?
right? It ain't right, but he is the ultimate troll though.
Mm-hmm.
I think today was evident that all the power,
Yeah,
all the money, sometimes still don't get things to go your way.
that's right.
And for us that don't have a lot of money or a lot of power, I think these guys are understanding where a lot of humble people, a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
simple people, casual people are.
yeah.
Again, he was planning a party
Mm-hmm.
in the Hamptons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they can still have a party. He just won't be there.
Yes.
The guest of honor just won't be there.
Yes.
He's gonna be in federal lockup somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said again, but he made some decisions.
Yes.
I mean, and then he you know what? And the saddest part, I know he gonna be like sad of the outcome. But dude, you know, I've been there 14 months. Go ahead and just but look, it ain't like you ain't seasoning this. Now you don't
Yeah.
season.
Yes.
I mean, you don't got your salt on you, you don't got your pepper on you, you got the
Yes.
seasoning salt on you.
Yes.
You seasoning this.
Yes.
You I mean you cannot change the fact that this is your sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And he should be lucky that he ain't got 11 years
And
because he's
happy.
55.
Yeah.
So think about it,
Yeah.
11 years, he's 66.
Yes.
So you got time to get out before you 60. You
Yeah.
got time to get out before Dell and JP
Yeah.
turn their early retirement in.
Hey, Uzzo, good look cats. That's right. He just envious Dale because we're gonna be kicked back, taking it easy, and his butt gonna be still
That's
working.
our boy
Let
right there.
unless he go ahead and hit that old millionaire status sooner.
But
Yeah.
you know what? Millionaire stat. I prom.
You don't
I'm
need it.
gonna say this
Don't need it.
in regards to just one of us inheriting some riches.
Yes, sir.
We all become rich.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
you got that right.
I can't see becoming a millionaire without sharing what I mean. No, it wouldn't feel right.
I agree with you.
I'm not gonna sit on a million and my boy. Like I said, we gonna spend a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
Or we would spend a great, but that's what friendship comes
Yes,
from.
sir.
That's what brotherhood comes from. Like I said again, everybody that said, Diddy, we love you, Diddy, we love you. How many people are still there?
Mm-hmm.
Of all the contacts, politicals,
Yeah.
religious, athletic,
Mm-hmm.
collectively, P. Diddy, we couldn't get you out.
Yeah.
But it's just saying a lot that no matter who what sometimes
Yes.
at the end of the day, it just is what it is.
Yes. And I show you that even as it was mentioned earlier, that sometimes regardless how much money you got, still sometimes that doesn't work.
Don't do it.
Sometimes we have to, fellas, we just have to. We know this as Christian men. Sometimes we just have to reap what we sow,
Yeah,
my brothers.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And as you pointed out, him is that he should be happy that he didn't get 11
Yeah,
years or
yeah.
more.
Man, look.
Yes.
If I got an opportunity, if I got an opportunity to see my family and I did wrong, and they say, hey, you got 24 months in jail. I already served 14, and they say we're gonna credit time served.
Time
Mhm.
served.
So you're gonna serve 10 months of jail. I'll be like, man, 10 months ain't no different. I mean, look, I done served 14.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't
Mhm.
like I'm gonna be crying now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So the thing about what P Diddy's situation is that he peeped his hand too early. Somebody told the judge.
Mm-hmm.
The judge was like, no, we ain't doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then what the thing about what the judge did is judge didn't agree with the prosecution, and then he didn't agree with the parole person, and then he didn't agree with the defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
he did is that he said, okay, we ain't gonna do 11
Yeah.
years. You know what I'm saying? Right, Gerard? That's what you were reading.
Yeah,
He ain't gonna do 11 years.
yeah.
We're gonna sit there and we're gonna
Mm,
meet in the middle. We ain't gonna do what the guidelines say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But once again, I think this judge might be a little prejudiced
Well, G,
to the facts. Prejudice to the facts
yeah,
now I'm not saying him prejudice at all now. Trust me, believe me
yeah,
now. And I don't want nobody to think that he's saying he prejudiced. No, I'm saying prejudice to the fact of like he didn't let him out off $100 million bond. He didn't let him out a
yeah.
$50 million
Flight
bond.
risk.
So I was thinking,
Flight risk.
I don't think he would have. So what he can fly to? They would have known. Look, he was gonna surrender his passport. His airplane was gonna be parked. What can you jump on? If you, huh?
Yeah. I,
I think with the right funds,
mm-hmm.
it's still an option.
Where you going at?
Yeah.
You look. I'm gonna tell you.
You got to find somewhere that you can get to without an extradition.
But you got to think about it. You can get away for 2-3 years, but you got to
Yeah.
still. Come on, man.
Yeah. Hey.
I mean, think about it, man.
Cuba
That's
still
why.
has non-extradition.
Now, look, Cuba got some good cigar. Hey, look, Cuba.
They do,
Let
and
me tell
with,
you something about Cuba.
was it Franny Shakur?
Yeah, Francis
She
Shakur,
Franny Shakur just died in Cuba. She got out of jail. She escaped from jail. She got to Cuba some kind of way,
and she died.
non-extradition, and she died there. I forget what age she was, but again, she lived a long life.
I
Mm-hmm.
think she was 6'9".
60, okay,
And you flip around, she was 9'6". She was 69.
she
She
didn't
liked the
die.
60.
She didn't die in America in an American prison.
Yeah.
But what we have to remember, my brothers, with P Diddy, with what little time he is still facing, it wouldn't even be worth him even being a flight risk.
No,
Yeah, I mean he's still. Gee, do you not believe he's still worth billions? I heard you say millions, but
He worth millions.
okay,
You
so
got to
hundreds
remember.
of millions
So you
then.
got to remember once he started selling off stuff when he knew for a fact that
Hundreds of
this was
millions.
coming off. So he had to settle with what not Duce. What's the name of the other because you got to remember
Ciroc.
now. Ciroc had another brand that P Diddy was suing because they were holding him back. Right, Ro? Because I remember me and you were talking about it.
Yeah,
Road dog at.
No, I'm gonna play Jeopardy song.
yeah. No, I'm right here.
Uh, and that's what started it, right? So, and the people
Yeah,
from that company started going after P Diddy because P Diddy was trying to sue them for millions of millions of dollars, right?
yeah.
That's what we
It
were
was
talking about.
DeLeon. Was it DeLeon?
DeLeon, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Because he had already made Ciroc. So nobody was drinking Ciroc until P Diddy started
Mm-hmm.
Ciroc. Remember
Mm-hmm.
now the regular Ciroc? Then they came up with the the pineapple, the
The
coconut,
flavor,
the
the flavor
raspberry.
Cirocs, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Speed in.
It was P Diddy that he they were paying him,
Mm-hmm.
and he was sitting there broadcasting it.
Well, it worked
Yeah.
because
I
Ciroc,
mean,
I like
Ciroc was
Ciroc.
very popular.
Yes, my wife like Ciroc. Yep.
Once again, I'm going to tell you guys, run and tell that. Thank you.
But yeah, so but like I say, gee, I believe you more disappointed than anybody it seems about that. I think you wanted to P Diddy out of there, did you?
Well, you know what? I don't want him out of jail. I just wanted him to. I don't think that 5 years or 4 years would have been good. I think that he should have, if anything, time served plus a year. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I think
Yeah.
because took him away from all the other kind of stuff, right? So, but you got to hold other people accountable. You know what I mean? What about the guy that the bruiser that was coming around slinging that thing around? You know what I'm saying? He was slinging it to dang on Cassie, but she ain't pressed charges on him.
Mm-hmm.
That put sores in her mouth and dope and all that stuff like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't P Diddy that dang on made her dope sore.
Yeah.
Well, again now, all right. So
I mean, am I wrong for saying that?
no
Yeah. You
no
wrong,
you
G.
but if all right, if you do it for P Diddy,
Yeah, you do it for the boys.
You got to do it for look at Epstein file. Think about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on there.
Sure.
But guess what? They're still walking around here right now.
They gonna be walking.
If you did it for P Diddy, and of course you know some of Epstein's folks got away, then what about R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Yeah. What Bill Cosby did a little shooting.
R. Kelly.
Bill Cosby did a little dropping some drink. And then he did it in the 70s and 80s, but then they caught up with him in 2000.
As I say, we have to read.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
there wasn't statute of limitations.
But the statute of limitations passed away.
But they still locked him up.
But now back to Bill Cosby stuff. He shouldn't have got locked up. That's why he got off, because the Supreme Court in Philadelphia said that if he had admitted it, he won't get charged.
Yeah.
And guess what? When he admitted it, that's when the new prosecutor charged him with, and that's why he got off. Because if he had admitted it, they said they ain't gonna charge him. So he sat there and said, "I did. I put and pop all of them."
But you know that time he done took a lot out. That time that he did do, we could clearly see when they released him, it took a lot out of him. Yeah, he was already up in age. You notice that Dale, you know, he would literally have to have help to walk, but it took a lot out of him.
But you know what's so bad? So
I did not know that.
So just about legally blind, I believe.
Yes.
So let me tell y'all this, and I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit because we only got like 5 more minutes. But Uncle Luke came out with a song.
Who was Uncle Luke?
Uncle Luke.
Scott Walker.
Yeah, and they banned him because he said he want to pop that coochie.
Good song.
Yeah. When they banned him?
Y'all remember banning the USA? Y'all remember that?
But the song still played.
But I'm just saying that they can like the cancel.
Women
they
men
can
to pop that coochie.
But they can cancel us anytime.
Right,
that's what I'm trying to get at. They can cancel us, and we ain't even know that we cancel.
Women like men to pop that coochie.
Oh Lord,
they like to pop that coochie. So I don't know why that song was banned, and the women were singing it with the men. Yes, sir.
But
I'm gonna say this. This was a great topic. Well, leading to talking about what's happening with the breaking news and stuff. But we need to get everybody's final thought, because we're gonna take a break and then we'll be back to go ahead and do our 100th episode. So, anybody has any final thoughts right now?
No final thoughts. Like I said again, if you do not hear me for episode 100, I've made it through 99.
Yes, sir.
Again, I'm mindful that sometimes 99 won't do.
Just think.
So we're gonna have to do this 100 in just a minutes. Again, like I said, I'm gonna say it at 99. I'm gonna say it at 100. That again, appreciate everyone.
Yes, sir.
You know, like I said, I am humbled by you guys just letting me, have a word. Like I said, me and JP are often forgotten.
That's right.
We don't have avatars, but we're often forgotten.
Even though we the smoothest cats only.
And oldest. Yes. As my fraternity would say, the oldest and coldest. But here we are. Like I said again, and anybody heading towards South Carolina State tomorrow, you guys be safe. Their homecoming is tomorrow. It's gonna be all of that. I went to Johnson C. Smith last week. Great time. Enjoyed myself. Again, we need to continue to support HB. Support our black colleges. Oh, yeah. That's it. Support them.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, 'tis the season. Looking forward to 100. See you in a few.
Yes. I think Dale has said it for us all. G may have something else, but hey, we look forward to being with you in the next episode. Come on, G. Yeah.
I don't have anything at this moment. The only thing I want to let everybody know is that just make sure that you subscribe and to Run and Tell That podcast. G-Man, him, don't have anything to say. Thank you.
Roy, you got a final thought before I play the message? We got one message.
It's all. You can hold it on you.
Huh?
You can hold it on you.
Bro.
Just don't have to put it back in that thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my bad. I was still muted.
Yeah, what's cracking with y'all, brothers? I appreciate y'all. I'll go by 3 eye at you, because I'm definitely going to be at you. Yeah, that's wild. Well, I take it back. It's not wild what happened to Sean Puffy Combs. On the strength of the simple fact, there's more of these celebs just out there doing these things, these heinous acts. All of them are just about involved in human child trafficking, blood oath sacrifices. What got him this little slap on the wrist is he's being an example to let the other ones know, don't you ever cross us. They didn't care about what he was doing to them women and children. It's the fact that that Negro forgot his place and he went to try to sue that liquor mafia. And that's when they put the green light for everybody to go get on him. Wasn't nobody telling on him before they gave him the green light. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. When you ride with the devil gonna want to drive.
All
Well
right.
said.
Yes, sir.
We
I ain't gonna lie
appreciate
to you. I
we
forgot
appreciate.
my I was muted out. I thought I was unmuted. My
No,
Oh
bad.
yeah,
no, you ain't got no final thought. No, no,
you got
you
one?
don't ram past your final thought. Gerard done
All
went to
right,
you several times.
go ahead.
No, go ahead and do your final thought.
No, I'll save it
Go
to the
ahead.
next one. No,
No,
I'll
no,
save
Save
it
the
to. I'll
next
you
do
one.
got
two on the next one.
no, you got
Do
final
two on
thought
the next
because
one.
I like hearing your final thought. Go ahead, brother. I'm just playing.
Nah, nah, I
Ask
know. We good. Go ahead. Nah, 'cause we gotta take a break for the second one.
We appreciate everyone that listened tonight. Everyone on stereo, everyone that be listening outside of stereo on all the other platforms. Like I said, this was our 99th episode.
Gerard,
Um,
stop, man.
the hundred
Why you trying
the
to jinx
100th
that?
episode will be done
Gerard, why you
tonight,
doing that,
but it
Gerard?
will not be aired until tomorrow, until next week. So this is for everybody that's on stereo and everything else. But I have a final thought. My final thought, because this is October, Halloween will be here in what 28 days. But I'm going to get mine out now.
Celebrate my birthday.
Side chicks should dress up as pencils for Halloween, since y'all love being number twos. Want to thank everyone that listened, and we'll be back in
Yes,
probably like
sir.
30,
I know what you was
45
gonna
minutes.
say because I
Yes,
like to
sir.
erase you.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
And
Side
we're out.
chicks. Yes, sir.
Peace.
Number two pencil.
Mm-hmm.